So what we do is we sit down with them and we have vacant land opportunities where they can either do BTR, which is build to rent, or BTS, build to sell. Or sometimes we have a mix of both, or we jump into commercial. We just kind of find out what it is that they're looking to do with that money. Is it something that they just want to put in there and not, they don't need it right away? So then that's where we might point them out to a build to sell model.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. Today, I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, Omar Andreasen, who has been making serious moves in the real estate industry in Florida, helping buyers, sellers, investors, and developers with their real estate transactions. So excited to have you here today, Omar.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Of course, I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're supporting developers, investors, and everything that you're getting into. So let's dive in.
Let's do it.
First off, for those not yet familiar with you and your world, can you share what your main focus is?
Yeah. So our main focus really is dealing with those investors that have money. And when I mean money, I mean anywhere between 1 to 10 million plus, that don't want to necessarily leave it in a bank, but are looking to invest in real estate. So what we do is we sit down with them and we have vacant land opportunities where they can either do BTR, which is build to rent, or BTS, build to sell. Or sometimes we have a mix of both, or we jump into commercial. We just kind of find out what it is that they're looking to do with that money. Is it something that they just want to put in there and not, they don't need it right away? So then that's where we might point them out to a build to sell model. Or maybe if they're looking at a little bit of a mix, we'll mix it with BTR and BTS, build to sell and build to rent. But we're just really trying to cater to them, whatever it is that they're looking to do or to help them out financially.
Yeah, awesome. And how did you get into this aspect of the real estate business?
It kind of just fell in my lap. I had one of my very best friends, he's a real estate attorney, and he called me and he said, "Hey, listen, we have this group from Brazil. They they found a piece of land that they're interested in, but they don't know what to do." So we kind of got together and I brought my team in. And then all of a sudden we turned this land over in Windermere, Florida, into a major hit. We built 35 townhomes. We started them off with, we started off at 400,000, and then we ended up selling the last few at $650,000. So we came up with the design, something different that would stand out within the area. And one of our models is when it comes to doing things like that is
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
we we want to make it to where when that person walks into that development or that model home, that there's just they want to buy it. So we sit down with our design team and we kind of put everything on the table and like what is it that we can design that will really stand out. And that's kind of that one there. They told their friends about it and it's just been happening. Now we have Brazilians, we have people from Turkey, we have people from Canada, England, Holland, some Americans, but not as many. But yeah, that's how it kind of just fell on our lap and we just ran with it.
Amazing. And all of these investors, you're supporting them with the Florida market, or are there other markets?
As of right now, we're sticking within the Florida market. The I think probably by the end of the year, we're going to be looking at the North Carolina market as well. We are studying that market, and there are some opportunities there through a friend of mine that we partnered with in the past, and he's out there right now in that market. So he's been talking to us about it. So yeah, that we might start looking at strategically moving to other markets as well.
Awesome. What do you feel are some of the main keys that have made the biggest difference in allowing your business to be able to run smoothly at this level and continue to grow and have success?
Very, very transparent. I'm honest as hell. Um, and I think that that's what kind of makes us stand out is I think when you're dealing with a lot of money, um, you do get excited, but at the same time, it's one of the processes that I don't when I meet you at when we meet as a client, I don't want you just to be a client one time. I want you to be a client for life. So with that being said, one of the things that we're very transparent and we'll talk to you about what we think should be done, why you shouldn't do something else, maybe that you thought about or you heard about or you saw on TikTok or some kind of crave. We're just completely honest with you all the way through, and we'll back it up by the numbers. So we'll sit down and we're actually going to be true partners with you throughout the whole process. So I think that's what's really made us stand out a lot more is being truly honest. We've actually lost business because of that. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with us walking away if somebody says, well, we're not used to that, or that's not what we wanted to hear. So we have lost business, but we've also done tremendously well.
Yeah, amazing. That's great to keep with your integrity and values.
Great.
So, what does the process look like when these investors want your support? Like, what is it that you typically walk through with them?
So first we want to know what the exit strategy is. And from there we can cater the land or the opportunity. We want to know who's involved, who we're going to be dealing with. Want to know how much money is involved. And then from there, we start putting the plan together with the team. We start looking for the right land, and we walk them through everything, and we let them know like, listen, this could be a process that can take anywhere from 1 to 3 years as we're going through this. So it's if they're looking for like a something really fast to happen overnight, that's just not going to happen. Because we have to deal with the county. We have to go through the loan terms because what will happen is we'll buy the land cash, And then from there, then we're speaking to our lenders to get the loan ready to go vertical.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So as we're doing that, then we're also working with the county to make sure that we can get, if we bought the land and we knew we could put up, let's say 200 units on it, then now we're going through that with the counties to make sure that we can get all that done properly. So by the time it comes down to when it's time for us, when we get the loan approved, then we pretty much go vertical immediately. So there is a lot of stuff happening on the back end that takes time. And the good thing is our team is very well connected to all the main counties out here in Central Florida. So when it comes to that, we can get answers fairly quickly.
Awesome. That's great that you're able to walk your clients through the whole process.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what are, like you mentioned, for investing, it's typically the buying the land and then selling or like building and developing that. Are there other investment strategies that you're working with as well?
We Funny you say that. We actually had someone come to us about some fix and flips. When I first started real estate, that was one of the things that's how I got started. And it's I know it well, and it's something that we haven't said no to it, but we haven't said yes because we want to understand a little bit more about that client before we do that, because that's obviously that's a much faster way of moving the money in and outs. But of course, we also have to buy it. We have to buy the property right. So right now, that's one of the ones that we are entertaining. And then another one is actually people buying businesses. So we are in the process of dealing with that. So those are two new ones that just kind of came to us, and it's because one of our clients referred another client. And the thing is, we don't say no. We try to make sure we understand everything, and then we try to, if we can't do it or we don't feel comfortable doing it, then I'll find the right fit for you that will help you, guide you to whatever it is that will help you get there, because it might not fit what we do really well. But I'm 99% of the time, I know somebody else who can step in and help out if it's something that we've never done. But yeah, those are the two right now that have presented themselves, and something we're looking at into right now, but we haven't said 100% yes.
Yeah, amazing. Are there any typical challenges that you commonly, or not commonly, but have faced as you've developed these projects that, looking back in hindsight, you wish you had known and now that you know now?
Anyone who's real estate, I think one of the great things about being in real estate is that you never get the same problem twice. Because usually once you have that problem once, it's usually a pretty big problem, and you find ways how to correct it. So a good company or a real estate company will start identifying those. All right, we ran into this issue once. What do we need to do to make sure we don't run into that ever again? And then all of a sudden we run into another issue. And usually one of the biggest issues that we run into is always with the lender. Um, a lender will have something to say about the land, because that, especially now, especially the times that we're in, the lenders right now, when we're talking about going vertical, are are very iffy because they don't know where the state of the market's going to be. So with that being said, let's say if there's a project that we have, in fact, here's one that we just dealt with not too long ago.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
The project was able to build 250 units, and the lender felt a little bit uncomfortable about doing all 250. So they're like, can we split this in several buckets? Which we've never done before. Usually, once we went with a lender, they knew that we had everything taken care of all the way through the subdivision that we were going to do. So now splitting in different buckets, that kind of, we had to see what that was going to look like. We had to see how, one, if the investor was going to be okay with it, kind of walk the investor through it, to make them feel comfortable as well. And we had to also talk to our sales team to make sure that they were okay with it, our marketing team, just to put everything on there. Because when you think that you're going to start marketing pretty much a whole subdivision to where now they're like, hey, listen, we only want you to market right now. We feel comfortable with giving you a loan on X amount. We don't know about this yet. And we don't know if we will do that. So we're like, all right, now we have to shift completely and just concentrate on this amount of properties for us to sell instead of us thinking that we're going to market everything all at one time. So what do? Do we just go ahead then and focus on just selling that? And then what about the land that we already have? Do we then possibly do a JV with somebody on it? Do we sell it to somebody else? So there's many different things that was one that really kind of surprised us, and we had to think outside the box and kind of then present everything to the investor to see what would they want to do. And of course, they always ask for, well, what do you think is going to happen, the projection? And as much as I would love to have a crystal ball, that's something we try to always give them the best knowledge and that we can put together, but obviously letting them know that at the end of the day, there's still some kind of risk level no matter what we do and which decision they decide to make.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's, yeah, always those moments where you can't fully predict, but you can trust that you're with the right people and that will support you through the process.
Agreed, agreed. I will say this though, one thing I learned about real estate is that you make money when you buy the property, not when you sell, if that makes
Can
sense.
you expand on that?
Yeah. So if you buy the land, or even if you're buying a single family home or duplex or what, if you're buying that in the right area, and let's say, for example, over here in Florida, you have Lake Nona now is becoming becoming a huge area. So anyone who's already either bought land or owned a home there, let's say 2, 3 years ago, your money just took off because that area is now one of the hottest areas in Central Florida. So that's what I mean by that. If you can do some studying, if you're deciding where to buy, if you could at least study to see what's coming around the area. Is there something that the city's planning to do that was that you didn't know unless you actually went in and spoke to the city planner side? Or here's an easy one. If you see Starbucks usually going up anywhere, Starbucks have really good analytics where they start setting up to where they see an area coming up. So usually if you see a Starbucks coming up, more than likely that area you should buy in because they've already done their homework, but it doesn't hurt you to reach out to the county and see, or the city, and to see if they have anything coming up too.
Yeah, definitely. That makes a lot of sense. So, what are you most focusing on solving or scaling to in the next season of your business?
Ooh, two things. So, number one, we want to increase our clientele when it comes to the development side. One of the main reasons why is we want to we want to be more in control of our own real estate market that we have right now, instead of just leaving it to chance. And number two, we are looking to keep on growing our team. So, and yeah, I'll tell you this. So before when I started about 4 years ago, I grew a team by accident. And I grew it by accident and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just it was one of those, hey, we want to work with you, we want to work with you. I'm like, great. And then come to find out is after we started doing the numbers, I was the one working for the team, and I was spending a lot of money, not seeing too much of a return. So, talking to my coach, he's like, "Well, you did it all wrong." So, now that I've been taking my time before I've been adding people to our team, and I've been adding people that are actually gonna not only provide value, but actually are not afraid to work as well. So we want to make sure because number one, I'm adding value to the team. I'm always making sure that we have projects. So if that agent, let's say, might be a newer agent or an agent that is for some odd reason struggling, then imagine now we have listings at all times. We can literally put you in a model home, and not only can you sell our developments, but you can also sell anything else in the state of Florida. You don't have to be just stuck to that model home. So we can really help agents grow that way. So that's one of the things now that we're focusing on more. We're looking more to getting the right people into our organization.
Yeah, amazing. That's always important to make sure that you have the right people on your team and build those good relationships.
Yes, agreed.
So, when it comes to relationships, how do you connect with these investors that want to work with you?
Um, y- a lot of them already have heard about us through their friends or maybe through something like this, through a podcast or some of the marketing that we do. W- I think the best way we connect with them is kind of what I said before, is just no BS, just asking them what it is that they're looking for. Just like just like I have to vet them, they're gonna vet me at the same time because we want to make sure that we're getting in business with people that are trustworthy. Um, and when we meet these potential new clients, we sit down and we tell them everything up front. This is how much this is going to cost you. This is how much you're going to be paying us in commission. So then we structure everything, and then there's times where we'll tell them like there might be a project that we might have to work backwards. So let's say that for whatever reason the real estate market turned, and okay, now we have to shift a little bit. So meaning that we might have to lower our fees, they might have to lower their fees as well, where their return is not going to be as big because we have now a shifting market. So it's just one of those, just we're always honest, just being upfront and honest as much as we possibly can, and always put it in writing because people get amnesia really fast. So after once we know that we want to do business with them and they want to do business with us, we always put it in writing, just to protect anyone and just to make sure that we have that clarity and communication.
Yeah, absolutely. That's important. So, before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more, where can people find you and connect with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can call me directly, 407-883-2989. We have our email address, Omar at theandreasengroup.com. Follow our YouTube channel as well. We have a lot of good insights on on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of little tricks in there that we teach some investors. And um, well, we got social media, Instagram, Facebook with Omar Andreasen. So yeah, just follow us there, and yeah, feel free. It'll be awesome to meet new people and hopefully guide some new potential investors or sellers or buyers because we do your regular real estate transactions as well.
Perfect. Appreciate your time and your perspective. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Of course. And for the listeners tuning in, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators like Omar who are building real businesses, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.